Hello stars and welcome back to another episode of Better SMP. In the last episode we did a lot of create mod stuff. Firstly, we built this little strange temporary contraption to help teach you guys the fundamentals of the mod, and then we used some of the materials we crafted there to make our magnum opus and something we're going to be utilizing a lot this episode. The almighty Elixer patented drill. Patent. How do you say that word? And of course, all the resource gathering of the drill is for the end result of renovating the strange magical obelisk that we have been living in. With enough work, we can hopefully make this place a lot more hospitable because sleeping in this pillar is very cold at night. We also want to harness a lot of power so we can eventually launch a rocket. However, that is quite a ways away, and I'm thinking I figure out some renovation plans right now. In order to actually upgrade this thing today, I'm going to be utilizing this cannon that I have in my hand. This is known as a schematic cannon, and it is a really convenient feature of the Create mod. If you guys recall in episode 1 when we got the schematic of the rocket silo, essentially the schematic cannon is able to automatically build anything that has been captured as a schematic as long as it has the blocks to do so. So if we grab our corkboard here, this is essentially going to be able to give us all of the ingredients of this schematic. And with that, we have our shopping list, and oh my goodness, that's a lot of stuff. Obviously, that is a lot to take in. However, we can make it a lot more digestible if we start with the materials that are easy to gather with the drill. Notably, if you look in the list here, there is a lot of copper related blocks, which means we are going to need quite a lot of that stuff before we are in any position to actually build. So with all of that being said and done, let's activate this thing and get drilling. Shockingly enough, this world is really barren for copper. I've struggled to really find much of it. Regardless of that, there is a lot of iron, and I can never really complain about that. Oh no! Okay, first death on the server and 31 levels down the drain, but I guess we'll just rush back to our grave real quick. It wasn't that hard to get to. It was bound to happen inevitably. I'm glad I got it on camera. Alright, here we are, and the drill seems to be carving out a death trap. However, that is not where my concern lies. I just kind of want to get to the bottom of this pit, which is actually seeming to be a lot easier than I initially expected it to be. Never mind, there was a cave spider down here. Are you kidding me? Okay, little cave spider. Don't know why you're here, but you are very bound to kill me. Okay, we can fight. Whew. That was a really close one. I hate cave spiders. I just hate poison in Minecraft in general. Well, we're off to a really good start, and now we need to chase a runaway drill that also doubles as a mob spawner. I'm also not really seeing copper down here, so we might need to move where this drill is. We're gonna try a different spot. I don't really know what was up with that little cave, but I feel like there was weird janky generation at play, preventing copper from spawning. I've been exploring for a while now, and it appears that my hypothesis was correct because I've instantly found some copper exposed in this cave here, which isn't true for the snow biome for some reason. I finally reached the spot where I'm going to place the drill, and as you can see, there is just kind of copper everywhere here. So I feel like we're going to see a lot of success with this spot. Alright, so as you can see, this drill has fired off pretty far in this cave, and suspiciously enough, there is no copper to be seen. So I actually have a theory that we found the exact border of where copper does generate and where copper doesn't generate. So we are almost to the bottom of this weird drill conundrum, but I believe if we just reposition the drill to drill that way, back at those chunks over there, we might find a bit more success, but we're going to need to test this theory out. Alright, and it seems like my theory was actually correct. As you can see, we now have ourselves some raw copper and a bunch of silverfish, which wasn't what I was looking for. This cave is actually kind of crazy. There is a million silverfish. I've never seen so many. The reason why I'm struggling to find copper on the server is probably just because of some mod pack quirks with better SMP. So don't worry about this happening in your vanilla game. Alright, so it seems like whatever area I was mining was kind of split on what chunks actually generated copper and what chunks didn't. Because as you can see, there is some pretty substantial holes when I was in patches with copper. And I managed to get 42 raw blocks, which is decent, but I don't think it's enough given the amount of stuff on this list. Whoa, look at that view of our pillar, and... uh-oh. Appears that there seems to be some people in the area. Let's try avoid them. Okay, so the person by my tower is kind of blasted off in that direction, so hopefully we're fine. It seems safe. Okay, yeah, it seems like we're in the clear, so we're going to be able to enjoy our peaceful vacation like we have been doing. While 42 blocks of raw copper doesn't seem like much, it does translate to way too many stacks of raw copper that we need to smelt. That's not to mention the ore that could be within the drill right now, which I'm going to take a look at now. We did get 2 stacks of iron, however, I could barely find any copper scraps inside of it, which is definitely not ideal. However, I think I'm going to get the rest of the copper off camera and we will move on to some of the more...
Did you say copper?
Oh no, I thought you got... Oh no, I'd seen you and
Hello.
I thought you left.
I've been here for over 24 hours. I got a cold because I was waiting so long in the cold.
Yeah, I get sniffles too.
Why are you spying on me?
Spying? Who said anything about spying? I didn't say anything about spying. You hear anything about spying?
No.
You just said
All we
you
got
were
is
here
colds.
for 24 hours and you have colds.
Don't worry about that.
We want some rocks.
We want rocks, and you need copper, so
Yeah.
let's do a business deal.
Did the mafia show up at my door? What is happening right now?
No, just
Don't worry
rocks.
about it. We just want rocks
Well, I can
and
definitely
leather.
provide rocks.
Oh, that's a lot of rocks.
Yeah,
is a lot of rocks.
It's a lot of rocks.
How many rocks can I gather?
I mean, I
how
don't
many do you
really
want to-
need rocks for anything, so...
How many rocks we talking about?
I don't know, like 1,000 if you want.
Oh,
Whoa.
okay.
Just filled up my entire.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, let me take some rocks and such.
Ooh. Yeah, that's good.
I really like rocks, you know.
Yeah, the boss needs some rocks.
It helps my teeth stay like I chew on rocks to make sure my teeth stay good.
That
I've been
Don't-
trying it
That-
out recently too, but
That
it hurts.
can't be healthy.
Don't worry about my health. We're doing business right now. Okay. I got copper. I heard a little birdie on the street, and I did not hear from just behind you that you needed copper.
that's a weirdly large briefcase.
Don't look too close at my briefcase. Don't judge on size.
How do you fit several cubic meters of pure copper?
I have my ways. I'm great at packing for planes. 58 blocks of copper.
You weren't kidding when that thing like is a magic suitcase.
Yeah, sorry, I slides a little bit. My copper is waxy.
Here's
not wax.
here's
Do you have
mine.
any cold medicine too?
Yeah, we kind of have really bad colds.
A little more humble, but I really appreciate it regardless, Ludo. But yeah, all 3 of you take as much stone as your heart's desires, make as many trips as you want. Because
Hooray!
I don't need it, but I do need copper.
Yeah, I don't got any money, but I'm still gonna take.
Well, besides copper, do you perhaps need any cigarettes?
Oh yeah, we've been trying those out. Well, the metal ones are kind of like the rocks.
You should try it out.
No, that smoke will make you choke.
Is that a pun? Like a
Would you also want some really old whiskey?
I mean, as a potion witch, I can't say no to a fine bro. Oh my goodness gracious! What did you put in this?
Whiskey.
Oh, she downed the whole bottle. She kind of like that. She kind of like that.
No,
Yo, we got
thought it
party
was, like,
animal.
a
Like that,
delicious,
ain't
like,
she?
the potion.
Oh,
No,
bottoms up. Oh, she kind of like that,
Get
ain't
off
she?
my property! Okay, we've thankfully gotten those guys out of our hair, and it kind of worked out in our favor because we have gotten ourselves 58 blocks of copper, which is just crazy. I couldn't be more grateful, and this is going to greatly cut down on some of the time. And honestly, they didn't seem that bad or interested in what I was doing with the drill, our big magical pillar, so maybe I'll talk to them some more. I've been spending the last few hours on a big grinding session for these copper blocks, and I know this doesn't seem like much, but in the early game, this is pretty serious business. 4 stacks is all I could really muster, and I want you guys to keep in mind that Sprite gave us roughly a stack, and then Ludo off camera also gave me roughly a stack. So by myself with the drill, I could only get this much copper. And there is actually a problem with a lot of the copper that we have listed. Most of it is waxed copper variants, meaning we have even more work ahead of us. However, worry not, our helpful friend, the deployer, can be a really big assistance in this problem. In Create Mod, if I get a single honey block here and hand it to this deployer, then we suddenly have a waxing machine. And as you can see, we are creating waxed blocks like it's nothing. It is obviously gonna take quite a while to wax all of our copper this way, so I'll cut back when I have it all done. If you look in this chest, I've actually gathered the grand majority of the main copper blocks that we need. There's a few unwaxed blocks within the build, which is just kind of a mistake on my part. And then there is some other copper cosmetics, such as some railings and other bits that I want to add to this tower, so I'm going to craft that up now. For those confused about what's going on right now, I'm going to take an item such as copper bars here and read this out to you. We need 188 copper bars for this build. However, this conveniently tells us how many stacks we need plus the layover. So this means we need 2 stacks and 60. So if we go to the stone cutter, we can quickly get our 2 stacks, and then the last requirement was 60. And with that, we have a completed item on the checklist. And with that, we have all our copper blocks. And if we feed this checklist back into the cannon, it will automatically tell us the blocks that we have gathered. However, the copper is very much the bulk of this build, so what remains is some smaller bits, which I think I'm going to gather via a montage. And we're finally done. Oh my goodness. While that may have been a minute of your life, it was several hours of mine. I spent most of the day gathering the materials, but I think I can say with certainty that when we put this into the schematic cannon, we'll see nothing but green. And yes, look at that. We have absolutely everything that we need inside of here. It was so much stuff. But anyways, with all of that in place, I think we are finally ready to do our first time lapse of Better SMP. Let's go! And we are back. As you can see behind me, we have successfully renovated the obelisk to be an engineering dream. If we come over here, you'll notice that I've actually encased all the glowstone of the obelisk. This is so we can harness its energy and power this thing, because if we look up, there is a lot of moving pieces here. Now, if you look through this door, you'll see that where we used to craft has been completely stripped out. That is because I have actually installed an elevator within the obelisk to get to the upper portion of it. So if we go in here and press on this button, we will be gracefully carried up to the top of the obelisk. And here we are at the top of the obelisk, and as you can see, this space looks absolutely insane. We have the main tower, which is obviously where the elevator leads us and where the top of the obelisk used to dwell. It has, of course, been slightly refurbished on this side so we can host this elevator. The original obelisk also lays intact on this side. Look, we even got some of the snow from the original positioning of it. In front of me is a device designed to make casing, which is something I will show you guys more of in a future episode. And back here, we have a thing called an automatic crafter, which is also something I'll show you guys more of in a future episode. Then, of course, on either side, we have 3 of these little floating pods, which if you go inside are completely empty bar the lanterns. You might notice that the glass is coated in snow, which means we're probably gonna need to coat this thing with string eventually. These pods in particular I'm very happy with. As you can see, they have the fan underneath, which adds a lot of life to the build when they're all side by side. It really sells this steampunk vibe that these pods need little propellers to kind of keep levitated in the air, even if they are connected to the railing of the main tower. However, these pods may seem a bit bare bones right now, and that is with good reason, because throughout the series I plan to slowly fit out each and every one of these pods with a general use case. So we might have the crafting pod, the create mod pod, the storage pod, the enchanting pod, and etc. But with all of that being said, this is not even the surface of our plans with this thing. Obviously, we've sapped a little bit of power from the glowstone within the obelisk itself to power this place, but we need to power a rocket, so I'm thinking in the next episode, we drill underneath the obelisk and try to reach the core of this thing. That is obviously getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, because if you look down here, you can see all of my stuff just scattered on the floor, and I really need to move that up. So while I move all of that, I actually want to show you guys a clip of something I got up to just before the time lapse. You see, the Datra and Debunky of this dimension sent out a distress call because they encountered some sort of beast. So without a further ado, here's the clip.
I think I'm gonna watch. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Where is it?
What is this?
Yeah,
Surely
maybe.
Surely it's not just gone.
Where'd it go? I hear it laughing, but I don't know where it
I don't
went.
even see the boss.
All right, so I'm doing this
I'm
just
gonna
before
stay
the
behind
time
it.
lapse, and
We'll be
it
fine.
appears that
watch
some of the
this
locals
thing.
have found some
know.
sort of the wretched beast. I've been called for backup. Let's see how this goes.
The
And I
lift
gotta
left.
take off my ears for this.
I'm standing in the lift. I don't care.
It's gone. Wait, you can't even leave.
No, I'm gonna
no,
stay.
Oh,
Oh fuck!
Okay, Datra, the lift's being called, so like get
all right,
out
guys.
of the way.
Fight
Oh my
that thing.
god.
I'm just gonna stand here. Pretend I don't see anything.
Do you have armor?
Oh, iron armor. That's what's about to break.
Ow!
Oh god, okay.
Get it, get it.
Oh
How
my
bad
god!
does it hurt?
Oh my god! The damage on this thing! My
Yeah,
shield
I have
almost
iron
snapped
armor.
in
I don't
two.
think I can take a single hit.
Surely it's gonna snap
I'm
your
helping
damage.
so much.
Oh, what's going on? Oh my
Oh!
god! No!
Artemia's dead.
Dude, I'm not going near that thing.
Okay,
Oh, no.
Cool.
Oh,
God!
I'm here. I'm
Drowned?
Datra drowned.
Okay, that's enough hits.
Kill it.
Get him!
All right, does somebody want to get the last hit? Does somebody want to get the last hit?
It'll
Get
kill
it,
me in
monkey.
one shot. Oh shit!
Ah.
I see it.
We go!
Let's
you
go!
just steal XP from that.
We've excised a demon.
We did it.
What happened? It died?
It died.
I
Yeah.
killed it.
That is
Instead,
crazy.
It's just misunderstood.
No, I'm gone. I'm gone. Can
I'm
we
gonna
leave?
run away.
Guys, let's
We're
go.
I think we
Yeah,
take this
I
dub
think
and
it's
we get
time to
out of
go.
here. I think we've won. I think,
Yeah.
Bye. Bye. What on earth?
Oh my god.
No!
So
No!
we
No! No!
didn't-
No! 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 Come on! No!
Oh, keep it going up. Keep it going up.
It stopped! It jammed!
No, why is it jammed?
This is not the time, dude. I'm gonna throw up.
I could go up
That's
there
it?
and like fix it, maybe.
Yeah, the cogs are like broken, I think.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I have one shaft, so I can
What was
maybe
that?
fix this. Oh, there's ectoplasm. There's a ghost here.
There's a ghost breaking the
there is.
contraption as we're trying to leave.
Okay.
oh my god.
Okay, there we go. Okay, Elixer fixed it.
Horrible.
That was traumatic. That was.
That was
Everyone
just
here
from
is a little
entrance.
less scary, but me and Datra summoned that thing the first time, and we were just cowering in our iron armor.
Yeah, let's open that door, will you?
I think I'm
That
supposed to
was
return
really
it, though.
cool. All right, bye guys. I'm glad to be of
Bye.
assistance. Woo, that was sure a whole heap of fun. This dimension is not short of any surprises, huh? But anyways, while you're watching that, I got to work off camera and built myself a little makeshift storage pod. Now, I might need to make a second storage pod because I suspect I might outgrow this, but for now, it is doing just the trick. And let me tell you, it feels so good to finally have all of my stuff organized in a way that makes sense to me. With all this being done, I feel very prepared to drill into the core of the obelisk next episode. And as always, if that sounds like good fun, then I am delighted to inform you that episode 4 is now available for members. Channel members are greatly appreciated as they help me so much, but if for whatever reason you can't, then leaving a like on the video and subscribing if you aren't also helps me out a lot. But with all of that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.